Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Big John, aka the amazing fasting fat man, aka the incredible shrinking man. Let's go to the scale, see what I weigh today, and then we'll get into today's broadcast. 222. Okay, this it's always good when you're going in the positive direction. Positive direction when you're losing the weight. Always feel great. So again, it's the slow crawl to 195. I'm not worried about it. Like I told you guys, based on how I plan on eating going forward, and based on me going back to the gym, I'm going to get to 195. So I'm not even worried about it. Ideally, I really wish I had hit it on December 10th, but I've accomplished so much in this year. I mean, think about it. Like last year at this time, what's today? Today's the 6th. I started my YouTube channel on the 8th. And if you guys remember from that first broadcast, I weighed like 490 something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like 2 days later, I weighed myself and it was like 496 or something to that effect. So you gotta figure when I did that first broadcast, I was like in the 490s, and look how much I weigh now. So I have absolutely no complaints about what I've been able to accomplish. But guys, this is our year. The slogan for this year: New Year, New You. New Year, New Me. Period. That's your mantra. Like I just shown you what you can accomplish if you just dedicate 1 year to one goal. I just showed you what could be done. So you guys can do it too. This isn't like I wasn't struck by lightning. I wasn't bitten by a radioactive spider. I just had enough. I just found something that I love more than food, and I focus on that. And believe me, I know there are things in your lives that you love more than food that you just need to focus on. Um, Whatever regimen you try, you don't have to do full fasting. You could do intermittent fasting. You could do keto. You could do carnivore. But whatever you try, you could do plant-based. But whatever you try, stick with it. Take it one day at a time, one mental battle at a time. Every mental battle you win brings you closer to winning the war. Willpower is a state of mind, and it's an exercise. The more you exercise your willpower, the stronger it becomes, to the point where it's no longer a task to resist certain things. Like the other day, my cousin was talking about the Wendy's chicken sandwich, and he was saying how, not my cousin Fritz. My cousin Fritz is completely into fitness, but he was saying how he don't understand what all the hubbub's about. People getting killed over it. It's just a chicken sandwich. It isn't that. And in my mind, I'm listening to all this, and I could care less. I've from the time this sandwich came out, I have had no desire to even try it. I could care less. I haven't even had desire to try to replicate it myself at home. I could care less. Someone had asked me, how do I know? When did I know that my addiction to food was over? And I can't pinpoint a time, but I know this. There was a time in my past when like a commercial would come on for say Burger King, and the nuggets are $1.49, and in my mind the calculation would be, I'm going, it's 10 nuggets for 149. I'm going to go out there and buy 50 nuggets. Like this is the thought that would be in my mind. And before you know it, I'm getting dressed. I'm going out so I could drive out just to pick up those nuggets just based on that commercial. Now, it doesn't make a difference what comes on TV. I mean, when my window opens, I make my food and I eat. If I happen to be out with friends, I'll coordinate, so then I'll eat during that time. Now I'm not eating carnivore or keto pretty much what I'm having is a balanced meal. You know, I'll have meat, plenty of vegetables, and I'll try to get some fruits in between there within that 4-hour window. My goal this year, as I told you guys, is to become more defined, more ripped. That means lifting weights, going back to the gym. Cause next year, January, I want to be able to lift up my shirt like the situation and show you guys a 6-pack. Hopefully that'll come true, and hopefully the whole fear of autophagy is 100% accurate, and there won't be a lot of skin to just kind of take away from the wonders of the 6-pack. I wanted to come off the fast and do alternate day OMAD. Now, of course, as you know from the last fast, coming off the fast, it's like your stomach shrinks because you haven't been eating. So it's harder to get in a lot of food within the 4-hour window that I initially opened up in order to shrink down to 2 hours in order to become a nomad. But I went through this on the last fast. Eventually, I was able to shrink it down to 2 hours. On this fast, because I wanted to eat every other day, I wanted to get in about 3,000 calories on my eating day, because then that would break down to 1,500 calories a day based on the fact that the next day I wouldn't be eating. Now, I tried to do that twice, and I was successful, but the thing is, I wasn't able to get in enough 3,000. I wasn't even able to get in 1,500 before my window closed. So I thought that maybe it's prudent for me and healthier that I master getting the appropriate amount of calories within my eating window, shrink the window, and then start doing the every other day fasting. So hopefully I'll be able to start that in February. But I don't think, especially with me going to the gym, I don't think it's wise for me to go in a caloric deficit state and then don't eat the next day. I don't think that's going to be good for me. So I really want to get in the proper amount of nutrients on my eating days first. So for now, basically what I'm doing is I have a 4-hour window that I'm eating every day. So it's basically intermittent fasting with a 4-hour window. But for all intents and purposes, it is OMAD because I fixed the one meal like I was doing after the last fast. And I try to pick through it within that 4 hours. I might put it down, come back to it, etc., etc. But eventually I want to shrink that window to 2 hours. I'm trying to get in, ideally, anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 calories. But like I told you guys, because I came off that second fast, I'm not getting that much within that 4-hour window because I feel full quicker. And remember, like the last video, I told you the techniques to feeling full, and it really works. Seriously, like eat your food very slowly. Take your time, chew every morsel, because it really does take time for your body to send a signal to your head that you're full. So in taking your time, you get that signal quicker, and you can spare yourself a good 20-30 minutes of extra eating that you really don't need to. This year, I am dedicating myself to being a fasting coach to help as many people as I can. Now, you don't necessarily have to do a full fast, but I've done it all. I've done full fasting, I've done intermittent fasting, and next month I'm going to end up doing alternate day fasting. So pretty much I think that I'm in a position where, based on my personal experience and based on everything that I've researched and based on the course I took to become a certified fasting coach, I'll be able to help a lot of people. I'm working on the website. I know I've been working on this website forever, but you got to bear in mind, originally it was just going to be a membership website for you guys as an alternative to YouTube, where like we could discuss things, etc., etc. But now I'm changing the template to a coaching website, where you guys could schedule appointments. I could give free consultations. So I'm 99% sure that I'll be able to launch it by the next broadcast. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just remember what I told you guys. New year, new you. Like, don't live in the past. Just use the past as a lesson. Like, there was a lot of dumb things I did in the past when it came to my health. And I think back on it and I'm like ashamed of it. Like everything from hoarding the food. And I got horror stories that I could tell you guys when it comes to like how addicted I was to food, you know? And in some of your emails, when I read it, I can relate because there's nothing that you've done that I pretty much haven't, you know? This is why I was morbidly obese. But I'm living proof that you could change, you know? And it took me a year to change. It took less than a year, really, because I felt the changes in me, like I said, around day 90, day 100. Like that's when like I really felt things was changing for the better. And after the first fast, you know, 150 days, you know, which is like what, less than half a year, I was pretty much a different man. Like this is the result, the culmination effect of a whole year, but the actual changes that led me to this point was pretty much solid after the first fast, which is 150 days. You know, so as we approach the 8th, which will be my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. I started my YouTube channel January 8th. Today's the 6th, so in 2 days it'll be 1 year since I was on YouTube. You guys who've been with me from the very beginning, you know, one, thank you for your patronage, and two, you yourself have seen what I've done from the time I've started broadcasting, even though my journey began before you guys ever seen me. But like I always say, there's nothing really special about me. I'm just someone who decided that I wanted to change. So you guys could change at any time you want to. It's all up here. You know, I remember one time I was watching Dr. Phil. This was many years ago, and he had an obese person on, and the obese person had said something to the effect that, "Oh, I don't know why I'm this size, why I'm so big," and Dr. Phil replied, "It's because you want to be." And at the time, I thought, like, wow, what a big a-hole. Like, why would you say that to this guy? This guy's going through some stuff. But ironically enough, like, as I sit here, pretty much it is a choice. You may think it's not a choice, but that's just something we tell ourselves in order to continue giving it to the addiction. It is a choice. It's a hard choice. And it's a choice like you have to make every single day. Every single day, you have to literally choose to eat healthy. Every single day you have to literally choose not to cheat. Every single day you have to literally choose that the taste of the food is not more important than your health. The taste of the food is not more important than the people who love you, who will be, you know, devastated if you were no longer in their life. You know, the taste of the food is not more important than the ability to walk for 2 hours straight, not break a sweat, and look at your watch and say, "My goodness, I've been walking for 2 hours." Like, I, I have to do it. Like I said, I really have to do a separate video for the non-scale victories. But sitting in the booth for the first time, you guys saw the excitement in my face when I was able to actually sit in the booth. And I know it's just the feeling of quote unquote normalcy. You know, it just can't be beat. So guys, you know, let's do this together. You know, let's dedicate this year, 2020, to being the best of ourselves, to being the best us, you know. And like I said, I'm here to work with you guys. You know, I'm available. You guys have all my social media handles, and hopefully next week I'll have a professional coaching site up and running. But anyway, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Let's really bang out 2020 together. Take care, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.